Stop working against your biology. Your cluttered desk and bad lighting are literally killing your focus and draining your brain power. Optimize your environment with the Biohack Protocol, 3-stage light, 40 Hz focus waves, and the 45/5 movement rule. Build your lab, maximize your output. Welcome to Biohack Protocol Lab, where we explore neurobiological variables to completely redesign your workspace for maximum brain performance and ultimate productivity. By understanding these simple biological triggers, you can actively shape any environment to boost your focus without relying on a fixed office. Today, we provide a short checklist of scientific methods to optimize your home, office, or mobile workspace for peak cognitive function. The modern work environment often ignores the fundamental biological needs of our human nervous system, leading to chronic fatigue and daily burnout. We will teach you how to align your physical surroundings with your internal biological clock to achieve effortless concentration and mental clarity. Your brain is highly sensitive to subtle environmental cues that dictate whether you feel energized and alert or sluggish and completely unmotivated. Through strategic adjustments to lighting, posture, and sound, you can artificially stimulate the release of crucial neurotransmitters that drive your daily motivation. This comprehensive protocol is designed for anyone who wants to take full control of their mental state and maximize their daily output. Whether you are working from a corporate office or a small bedroom, these principles apply universally to all human nervous systems everywhere. Let us begin by examining the most powerful environmental variable of all, which is the profound impact of vision and daily light. Your visual system is not just for seeing the world. It is a direct extension of your brain that regulates your energy. Light exposure dictates your circadian rhythm, which is the internal 24-hour clock governing every single biological process in your body. We divide the standard waking day into 3 distinct biological phases, each requiring a completely different workspace environment for optimal brain performance. Understanding these 3 phases allows you to perfectly match your physical surroundings with your natural neurochemical fluctuations throughout the entire waking day. Phase 1 encompasses the crucial first 8 hours immediately following your morning awakening, setting the foundational tone for your entire productive day. During this initial phase, your natural blood levels of dopamine and epinephrine reach their absolute highest peak of the entire daily cycle. To properly capitalize on this natural chemical surge, you must immerse your workspace in the brightest possible lighting conditions available to you. Turn on all overhead lights to maximum intensity, as this directly stimulates the alertness centers located deep within your ancient brainstem. You can also utilize specialized desk lamps that emit strong blue light wavelengths to further promote sustained periods of deep cognitive focus. Bright blue light effectively signals to your brain that it is daytime, instantly suppressing sleep hormones and drastically elevating your mental alertness. If your primary workstation is located right next to a window, you must make it a daily habit to open it immediately. Simply looking at natural sunlight through a standard glass window significantly reduces the activation of your crucial melanopsin neural system every morning. This severe reduction occurs because modern window glass effectively filters out the specific blue light wavelengths most needed for your brain stimulation. In fact, keeping the window closed can decrease the efficiency of your biological light gathering system by up to 50 times total. By simply opening the window, you allow unfiltered sunlight to directly reach your eyes, powerfully triggering the wakefulness centers in your brain. This simple physical action alone can dramatically increase your morning focus capacity and set a highly productive tone for your entire day. Your eyes are primary sensors responsible for telling the internal biological clock exactly what time of day it currently is right now. Providing your brain with abundant bright light during phase 1 is the ultimate biological hack for for sustaining high-level analytical work daily. Do not underestimate the profound neurobiological power of natural sunlight in shaping your daily energy levels and your overall capacity for focus. Now let us transition to Phase 2, which spans from 9 to 16 hours after your initial morning wake-up time today. During this afternoon phase, your central nervous system naturally shifts its neurochemical profile toward increasing the overall production of calming serotonin molecules. This biological transition makes Phase 2 perfectly suited for engaging in more relaxed, abstract, and highly creative thinking tasks rather than analysis. To support this internal shift, you must actively change your external environment by turning off those bright, stimulating overhead lights above you. Gradually dim the overall illumination in your workspace to visually signal your brain that the highly active portion of the day ends. You should prioritize using softer desk lamps that emit warm yellow or red light wavelengths to create a significantly more relaxing atmosphere. These warmer light frequencies do not aggressively stimulate your melanopsin system, allowing your nervous system to naturally begin its daily winding down. Working in this warmly lit environment gently encourages your mind to wander constructively, connecting distant concepts and fostering profound creative insights easily. It is the ideal biological window for brainstorming new ideas, writing creatively, or solving complex problems that require a broader perspective today. By intentionally matching your workspace lighting to this serotonin-dominant phase, you prevent late afternoon burnout and maintain steady, comfortable mental output. Ignoring this biological shift and keeping bright lights on will only cause unnecessary stress and disrupt your natural transition into evening relaxation. Phase 3 occurs from 17 to 24 hours after waking up, typically representing the late evening and your deep nighttime hours. This is the most sensitive period for your circadian rhythm, as your body prepares for restorative sleep by producing essential melatonin hormones. If you must stay awake late to study or work, it is important to keep your lighting as dim as possible. Maintaining minimal ambient light effectively prevents the biological suppression of melatonin, which is the primary hormone responsible for regulating your deep sleep. Exposing your eyes to bright artificial lights at 2 in the morning completely disrupts your biological clock and ruins your sleep cycle. In fact, sudden exposure to bright light late at night is biologically equivalent to flying across 6 different time zones at once. This severe neurological disruption leaves you feeling completely jet-lagged and cognitively impaired for several consecutive days, destroying your future work productivity. Protect your nocturnal melatonin production at all costs by using only the dimmest possible red or orange lights during these late hours. We have now covered the profound impact of lighting and circadian rhythms on your daily neurochemistry and overall capacity for deep focus. Next, we will explore a fascinating neurobiological concept known as upward gaze and the critical importance of your physical eye position daily. The physical angle of your visual gaze directly controls your systemic alertness levels through specific neural circuits located within your brain stem. There are clusters of specialized neurons in your brain stem that simultaneously control your eyelid muscles, eye movements, and overall wakefulness centers. When you constantly look downward toward the central lower portion of your visual field, you accidentally activate brain regions that induce calmness. This downward gaze biologically signals your nervous system to power down, quickly leading to feelings of sluggishness, lethargy, and overwhelming daytime sleepiness. Conversely, directing your eyes to look upward actively triggers specific electrical neural circuits that rapidly promote a state of extreme mental alertness. This upward gaze mechanism is an ancient evolutionary trait designed to keep us highly vigilant and visually aware of our immediate surroundings. You can easily apply this neurological hack to your modern workspace by simply changing the physical height and angle of your screens. Instead of constantly looking down at your laptop or mobile phone, you must elevate your digital screens to your exact eye level. For maximum biological alertness, position your primary working monitor so that the top third of the screen sits slightly above eye level. This minor physical adjustment forces your eyes to maintain a slight upward gaze, continuously feeding wakefulness signals directly into your brain stem. Elevating your screens not only improves your physical neck posture, but also serves as a powerful continuous biological stimulant for your brain. You will immediately notice a significant reduction in midday sleepiness simply by keeping your visual focus directed straight ahead or slightly upward. Now let us discuss the critical 45-5 rule, which is essential for preventing severe visual fatigue and maintaining cognitive endurance. When you focus intensely on a narrow point like a computer screen, you engage a visual pathway known as the parvocellular channel. This highly concentrated visual focus requires the tiny muscles inside your eyes to continuously contract and hold a very specific physical shape. Holding this intense visual accommodation for extended periods causes severe muscular fatigue within the eye, which your brain interprets as systemic tiredness. To prevent this debilitating eye strain, you must strictly implement a structured protocol of alternating visual focus throughout your entire workday. For every 45 minutes of deep, narrow visual concentration, you must dedicate exactly 5 minutes to practicing a relaxed panoramic gaze. Panoramic gaze involves completely relaxing your internal eye muscles by expanding your visual field to take in your entire surrounding external environment. The most effective way to achieve this visual relaxation is to physically step outside and look far away toward the distant horizon. By looking at extremely distant objects, the tiny ciliary muscles inside your eyes can finally release their tension and completely relax themselves. This brief period of visual release sends a powerful calming signal to your nervous system, effectively resetting your capacity for deep focus. It is absolutely crucial that you do not use these 5-minute breaks to simply look down and scroll through your smartphone. Looking at your phone requires the exact same narrow visual accommodation as your computer, completely negating any potential restorative benefits of resting. True visual relaxation only occurs when you physically look far away into the distance, allowing your eye muscles to completely lengthen naturally. Consistently practicing this 45-5 visual protocol will dramatically increase your daily cognitive stamina and completely eliminate painful afternoon tension headaches. Your visual system is directly wired to your brain's energy regulation centers, making eye fatigue a primary cause of overall mental exhaustion. By treating your eye muscles with the same respect as your physical body, you can sustain peak intellectual performance for much longer. Moving forward, we will investigate a fascinating architectural phenomenon known in neurobiology as the Cathedral Effect and its impact on human cognition. The physical height of the ceiling in your immediate workspace profoundly shapes the specific type of thinking your brain naturally engages in. Environments with noticeably low ceilings strongly encourage your brain to perform highly detailed analytical work, complex data calculations, and precise logical reasoning. The confined physical space visually signals your nervous system to narrow its psychological focus, making it easier to find exact factual answers. If your current workspace does not naturally have a low ceiling, you can easily simulate this powerful neurological effect using simple clothing. Wearing a standard baseball cap with the brim pulled down physically restricts your upper visual field, creating an artificial low ceiling effect. You can also wear a hooded sweatshirt and pull the hood low over your forehead to instantly narrow your visual spatial awareness. Alternatively, simply using your hands to physically block the upper portion of your vision above your eyebrows achieves this exact same result. These simple physical hacks force your brain into a state of deep analytical concentration, perfect for coding, accounting, or intense academic studying. On the opposite end of the spectrum, environments with exceptionally high ceilings or completely open outdoor spaces trigger a completely different mindset. Vast, open spaces actively stimulate the neural pathways responsible for abstract thinking, creative brainstorming, and connecting seemingly unrelated memories and complex ideas. The expansiveness of the physical environment directly translates into psychological expansiveness, allowing your mind to freely wander and generate novel artistic concepts. If you are tasked with writing creatively, designing artwork, or developing innovative business strategies, you should immediately seek out a high ceiling. Working outdoors under the open sky is the ultimate biological catalyst for profound creative thinking and completely unrestricted mental exploration and discovery. By intentionally matching your physical environment to the specific cognitive demands of your current task, you work with your brain, not against. Use low ceilings to crunch complex numbers and utilize vast open spaces to dream up massive visionary ideas for your future projects. This architectural neurobiology is a highly effective tool for instantly shifting your mental state without relying on any external chemical stimulants today. Next on our checklist of neurobiological variables is the profound impact of ambient audio frequencies on your daily mental endurance and focus. Your auditory system constantly processes background noise, and certain continuous sounds can rapidly drain your cognitive energy without you even realizing it. You must actively avoid working in environments with the continuous, low-frequency humming sounds produced by standard air conditioning or heating units. This persistent mechanical drone places a constant processing burden on your auditory cortex, quickly leading to severe mental fatigue and reduced concentration. Additionally, while many people use artificial white noise to block out distractions, you should never listen to it for over 1 hour. Prolonged exposure to static white noise can overstimulate your auditory system and ultimately degrade your ability to focus on complex mental tasks. Instead of random white noise, science suggests using highly specific sound frequencies to actively enhance your brain's natural neurochemical production and efficiency. The most scientifically validated audio protocol for deep work involves listening to 40 Hz binaural beats through a pair of stereo headphones. Binaural beats work by playing slightly different audio frequencies into each ear, causing your brain to naturally synchronize at the mathematical difference. Listening to this specific 40 Hz frequency directly stimulates the release of dopamine within the striatal region of your complex human brain. This highly localized surge of striatal dopamine is quickly converted into adrenaline, which rapidly accelerates your neural processing speed and overall motivation. The 40 Hz frequency has been clinically proven to significantly enhance working memory retention and drastically shorten your physical reaction times daily. Whenever you need to enter a state of absolute hyperfocus, simply put on your headphones and play 40 Hz binaural beats. This targeted acoustic stimulation acts as a powerful biological metronome, keeping your neural circuits firing in perfect synchronization for maximum cognitive output. It is a completely safe and highly effective auditory hack to instantly boost your brain power without consuming any additional caffeine today. Now we move to the physical positioning of your body and the vital importance of implementing a strict sit and stand protocol. The modern habit of sitting continuously at a desk for 5 to 7 hours a day is profoundly destructive to human biology. Prolonged sitting severely damages your cardiovascular health, impairs your digestive system, causes chronic neck pain, and significantly accelerates overall cognitive decline daily. To combat these severe negative effects, you must actively transition to a dynamic workspace that allows you to effortlessly change your posture. Your primary goal should be to spend at least half of your total working hours standing rather than remaining in a chair. Investing in a high-quality sit-to-stand desk is one of the most important decisions you can make for your brain. By simply reducing your total sitting time by 50%, you will dramatically decrease chronic shoulder pain and instantly boost physical vitality. Standing actively engages your core muscles and improves systemic blood flow, delivering significantly more oxygen and essential nutrients directly to your brain. This increased cerebral blood flow results in a clearly measurable improvement in your overall cognitive conditioning, mental sharpness, and daily problem solving. Alternating between sitting and standing prevents physical stagnation and sends continuous biological signals of wakefulness to your central nervous system all day. When you feel your mental energy beginning to dip during a long work session, simply raising your desk can instantly revive you. The physical act of standing up naturally increases your heart rate slightly, which biologically translates into heightened mental alertness and sustained focus. It is a simple mechanical adjustment that yields massive neurobiological dividends for your long-term health and your daily professional productivity levels. Finally, we must address the most common destroyer of deep work, which is the constant threat of unpredictable social interruptions and distractions. Every time someone interrupts your focus, it takes your brain an average of 20 minutes to fully return to its previous state. To physically block these devastating interruptions, you must strategically arrange your workspace furniture to send clear nonverbal signals to your surrounding colleagues. Position your primary working desk so that you are directly facing a solid wall, completely eliminating any forward visual distractions from others. Ensure that the entrance door to your room is located at a strict perpendicular angle to your immediate line of physical sight. This specific geometric arrangement prevents you from accidentally making accidental eye contact with anyone who might be casually walking past your office. When a coworker or family member inevitably enters your space to ask a question, you must employ a very specific behavioral protocol. You should absolutely answer their verbal question, but you must keep your physical body and your visual gaze completely locked facing forward. Absolutely, do not physically rotate your chair or turn your head to make direct eye contact with the person who interrupted you. By intentionally withholding eye contact, you send a highly powerful psychological and nonverbal signal that you are currently engaged in deep work. Human beings are biologically wired to seek visual validation, and denying this eye contact makes social interactions feel naturally brief and transactional. The interrupting person will instinctively understand that you are busy and will automatically conclude the conversation as quickly as humanly possible today. This masterful psychological technique allows you to remain perfectly polite while aggressively defending your essential cognitive boundaries and your precious mental energy. It completely eliminates those prolonged, unnecessary office chats that slowly drain your daily productivity and destroy your carefully cultivated state of flow. You are now fully equipped with a comprehensive neurobiological checklist to completely revolutionize the way you design and interact with your workspace. Let us quickly review these powerful biological variables so you can begin implementing them into your daily professional routine starting right now. First, strictly manage your light exposure by flooding your mornings with bright blue light and protecting your evenings with dim warm tones. Second, physically elevate your computer monitors to maintain a constant upward gaze, continuously feeding powerful wakefulness signals directly into your brain stem. Third, rigorously protect your visual endurance by practicing the 45-5 rule, looking far into the distant horizon to relax eyes. Fourth, strategically utilize the Cathedral Effect by wearing a hat for analytical focus or finding open outdoor spaces for massive creative breakthroughs. Fifth, completely optimize your auditory environment by eliminating mechanical humming and actively listening to 40 Hz binaural beats to instantly boost dopamine. Sixth, physically alternate between sitting and standing throughout your day to maximize cerebral blood flow and prevent severe muscular and cognitive stagnation. And finally, physically arrange your desk to face a blank wall and strictly withhold eye contact to rapidly shut down any interruptions. By consciously manipulating these simple environmental factors, you stop being a passive victim of your surroundings and become a master of biology. You possess the scientific knowledge to artificially trigger the exact neurochemical states required for whatever complex task you need to accomplish today. Your workspace is no longer just a physical location. It is a highly tuned biological instrument designed to extract your maximum potential. Whether you are working from a busy corporate office, a small apartment, or a coffee shop, these fundamental neurological rules constantly apply. Start by making just one small adjustment today, such as raising your monitor height or simply opening your window during the morning. Pay close attention to how your body and mind rapidly respond to these subtle environmental shifts over the course of the week. As you gradually implement this entire protocol, you will discover a profound new level of mental clarity, boundless energy, and effortless concentration. You will no longer need to rely on excessive caffeine consumption or sheer willpower to force yourself through a difficult workday. Instead, your physical environment will naturally and automatically pull you into a deep state of highly productive flow with zero internal resistance. This is the ultimate promise of applied neurobiology, giving you the practical tools to actively engineer your own success and daily well-being. We highly encourage you to experiment with these variables and precisely calibrate them to match your own unique biological rhythms and preferences. Everyone's nervous system is slightly different, so finding the perfect balance of light, sound, and posture requires a bit of personal experimentation. Remember that the goal is not to create a rigid, stressful routine, but rather a flexible toolkit for optimizing your daily performance. When you understand the underlying science of human attention, you realize that true productivity is simply a matter of proper biological alignment. Stop fighting against your natural neurochemistry and start designing a physical workspace that actively supports and enhances your brain's incredible natural capabilities. Your future self will profoundly thank you for taking the time to optimize your environment and protect your precious cognitive energy today. The simple act of looking at the horizon for 5 minutes can completely alter the trajectory of your entire afternoon work session. Never underestimate the incredible power of your sensory inputs to completely dictate your internal emotional state and your overall capacity for greatness. Light, sound, posture, and architecture are the invisible biological levers that you can pull to instantly elevate your mind to new heights. Let us dive slightly deeper into the physiological mechanics of why these specific environmental hacks work so incredibly well for human beings. Our brains evolved over millions of years in outdoor environments where sunlight, vast horizons, and physical movement were constant factors of survival. The modern indoor office is a completely artificial construct that aggressively deprives our nervous system of these essential evolutionary biological sensory inputs. By introducing bright morning light and panoramic visual breaks, we are simply giving our ancient brains the natural signals they constantly crave. We are effectively hacking our evolutionary biology to thrive within the highly unnatural confines of the modern digital information age we inhabit. This biological perspective completely reframes how we should think about office design, interior lighting, and the standard structure of the corporate workday. It is not about working harder or pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion. It is about working in harmony with nature. When your environment perfectly matches your biological needs, deep focus becomes an effortless default state rather than a constant, painful daily struggle. Imagine starting your day feeling naturally energized by sunlight, effortlessly transitioning into deep analytical work under a simulated low-ceiling environment today. Then, as the afternoon approaches, you seamlessly shift into a relaxed, creative mindset supported by warm lighting and a highly expansive workspace. You finish your day feeling completely satisfied and mentally intact, rather than drained, exhausted, and suffering from a severe tension headache tonight. This ideal workday is entirely possible and highly achievable if you strictly follow the neurobiological guidelines we have clearly outlined for you. The science is absolutely clear, and the physical implementation is incredibly simple, requiring minimal financial investment or complex technological office equipment setups. A simple baseball cap, a pair of standard headphones, and an open window are truly all you need to master your biology. Take back control of your attention span and refuse to let poorly designed physical environments dictate your professional success and mental health. As you master these techniques, you will naturally become more aware of how other subtle environmental factors influence your daily mental state. You might start noticing how indoor air quality, ambient room temperature, and even specific colors can further impact your overall cognitive performance. The journey of biological optimization is absolutely endless, and this workspace protocol is merely the foundational starting point for your future growth. We challenge you to completely redesign your primary workspace this weekend using every single one of the scientific principles discussed here today. Document your current energy levels and daily focus capacity, and then compare them to your results after 1 week of protocol implementation. The undeniable contrast in your personal productivity and overall mental well-being will absolutely shock you and permanently change how you work. Share these powerful neurobiological insights with your colleagues, friends, and family to help them escape the exhausting trap of unnatural work environments. Together, we can fundamentally redefine the modern standard of work and create spaces that truly nurture and elevate the human nervous system. We are constantly researching and testing new biological variables to add to this ever-evolving protocol for maximum human performance and focus. The intersection of neuroscience and architecture represents the absolute frontier of personal optimization and the future of sustainable, high-level intellectual work. By staying informed and highly adaptable, you ensure that your mind remains razor-sharp and fully capable of tackling any complex challenge. Always remember that your brain is a highly adaptable, plastic organ that constantly physically rewires itself based on your daily sensory inputs. Feed it the right environmental signals, and it will continuously reward you with unparalleled brilliance, creativity, and unwavering focus throughout your life. Starve it of light, movement, and proper visual stimulation, and it will slowly degrade into a state of chronic brain fog daily. The absolute choice is entirely yours, and the physical tools required to make the right biological choice are now in your hands. Let us reinforce the concept of the 40 Hz binaural beats, as it is one of the most immediate and powerful interventions. Unlike caffeine, which merely blocks fatigue receptors, 40 Hz actually stimulates the organic production of dopamine, creating genuine motivation and mental drive. It is a profound example of using targeted acoustic physics to directly manipulate the chemical environment inside your complex human brain instantly. Combine this acoustic hack with the upward gaze protocol, and you create an unstoppable biological cocktail of extreme alertness and laser focus. You are literally forcing your brain stem to keep you awake while simultaneously flooding your striatum with highly motivating dopamine neurotransmitter molecules. This is the true essence of biohacking, utilizing precise scientific knowledge to artificially bypass your natural limitations and achieve extraordinary mental states. However, with this immense biological power comes the strict responsibility to also allow your nervous system adequate time to rest and recover. You cannot permanently sustain this state of hyperfocus, which is exactly why the 45-5 visual relaxation rule is mandatory. Pushing your brain too hard without looking at the horizon will inevitably lead to severe central nervous system burnout and sensory overload. Respect the biological oscillation between intense focused effort and deep relaxation, just as you respect the natural transition from day to night. Your overall productivity is not measured by how many hours you work, but by the absolute quality and intensity of your focus. For hours of perfectly optimized, biologically aligned deep work will always produce vastly superior results compared to 10 hours of sluggish distraction. By implementing the Biohack protocol, you can effectively cut your total working hours in half, while simultaneously doubling your total creative output. This gives you significantly more free time to enjoy your life, pursue personal passions, and engage in deeply restorative sleep every night. Ultimately, optimizing your workspace is not just about becoming a better worker. It is about becoming a much healthier and happier human. It is about reclaiming your natural biological vitality and completely eliminating the unnecessary physical suffering associated with modern indoor office desk jobs. We hope this comprehensive deep dive into workspace neurobiology has completely transformed your perspective on the profound importance of your physical surroundings. Take immediate action today. Shift your desk, open your blinds, put on your headphones, and completely unleash your true hidden cognitive potential. The perfectly optimized workspace is waiting for you to build it, using the precise scientific blueprints we have provided in this video. Do not let another day pass by suffering under fluorescent lights, staring downward at a tiny screen, and destroying your precious posture. Elevate your environment, elevate your biology, and you will inevitably elevate your entire professional career and your overall quality of daily life. We will continue to explore the fascinating depths of human neurobiology in our future videos, bringing you the latest scientific optimization protocols. Make sure to implement these fundamental workspace changes first, as they form the absolute bedrock of any successful long-term biohacking strategy. Without a biologically optimized environment, all other supplements and complex productivity systems will ultimately fail to produce any truly meaningful lasting results. Your environment is the foundation. Build it strong, build it scientifically, and your mind will naturally construct incredible masterpieces upon that foundation. Thank you for dedicating your valuable time to learning how to properly care for and completely optimize your incredible human nervous system. We are deeply committed to providing you with the most accurate, highly actionable scientific protocols to enhance every aspect of your life. Please review the checklist provided earlier and begin systematically upgrading your home or office workspace to match these proven biological parameters today. Your journey toward absolute cognitive mastery and boundless daily energy has officially begun, and we are thrilled to guide you every step. Thank you for watching Biohack Protocol Lab, and we look forward to seeing you in our next exploration of human biological optimization.